Folks, we are back. Welcome back to round 2 of the Optml Edison X Knight tournament here, 2010. Very excited for round 2 here. We saw an electrifying game 1 of Cat Combo versus Diva Hero, and I hope you like some heroes because you're going to be seeing a lot more of them in the second round here.
I know chat said, please don't pick anything that has Blackwing or Hero in it, and in classic Gage and Joseph fashion, we have ignored chat as much as possible. We've got you a match that I'm actually really excited for because I think it represents the difference in playstyles between the more control-oriented hero decks that have popped up very recently and the more aggressive combo-oriented hero decks that have been popular for a number of years. I'm super excited to see how these two disparate strategies playing a lot of the same cards line up against each other.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see it. Both of these players are players that I'm familiar with, too, because a lot of people from the local area ended up coming out to play. But these guys are both actually really good friends of mine, and I also know they're both really pretty good players, too. So I'm excited to see
Gage's
how
friends. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready for some truly bozo plays.
I'm seeing the second Spine Gilman in my man Johnny's deck already.
Second time we've seen this.
So many Gilmans. I don't know why everyone likes the Gills.
So what we're seeing a lot of the time in these sort of low-to-the-ground control-oriented hero lists is playing Diva not as a way to make like a big combo with Malicious, which is actually not in the deck, wasn't in the deck last round either, but as a mechanism by which to make a 5-star synchro. I mean, Catastor, a lot of decks just have a really big problem outing that card.
Yeah, and as we saw Android in the last game too. Android, sometimes if it sticks around for 3 turns, that's 1,800 life points. That's a lot. That's a lot of life points.
And you saw how in the last game it came down to just one attack, whoever could land it first. And you know, it was the Moja player, but would have been the Moja player 15 turns ago if not for all of the life points gained by that monster.
Yep. All right, so before we hop into the next round here, I want to give a shout-out to our sponsors again, HyperX, Zenny, eBay, Condado, and Zippo for hooking us up and making us able to play out here today. And also, again, thank you to Joseph for coming out to commentate with me today. We got a couple more rounds of some electrifying commentary. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. With that, I think we're ready. Let's just hop into round 2 here. Man, I love that transition. So clean. As you can see, we got 2 players, Johnny and Brandon.
Up. I didn't know we were bringing out the TI-84.
Oh, yeah, they got
my
to calculate.
God. Wait, is that the... Oh, I love these Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Or not Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards. Not the Pokemon cards you're familiar with made by WotC and then later the Pokemon Company, but like collectible individual cards that were available, I think, in like cereal boxes. Man, I mean, one of the greatest parts of Edison is you get to flex these terrible, awful things that you just have lying around that were just so integral to what being a professional player was like in 2010.
We're not going to get too angry at them for using non-Konami related things. We're running this stream on our own business here.
Jigglypuff.
All right. We got a Neos alias summon from Johnny. Not something we haven't seen before in the last game here.
This is a really frightening brain control. You'd imagine that the set card is something like the Gemini Spark. Yep, and we are going to go for it here. And you almost have to activate it here because if they land a Diva, you lose the game. Like, especially against the version of the deck that can so efficiently make 8-star monsters, you might as well. But Brandon says, you know what, actually, I do have a backup play if you are willing to trade that Gemini Spark for the brain control. I'm just going to normal Sangan. We're going to make it happen.
Sangan's going to be able to definitely get some value in this game here, too.
God, I love Sangan. One of the original cards that is just frustrating on an empty board state. And we see the hard-drawn Spine Gilman. Oh, we're playing 2. This guy's big.
He is. He's actually beefed up. Yep. So what are we taking?
700 here?
700? He boosts himself, right?
Oh, yes, he does.
Jeez. So we're going to take 700 off of... My bad. Let me get this here. Off of Brandon's life points here. Did that Sangan get in for damage, too?
I assume so.
Okay.
Grabbing the Armanite, telegraphing. Yep, we are playing the combo variant. So looking at these decks, I mean, despite the fact that they're both on Diva and Stratos, they are just completely different. Brandon is playing things like Evil Hero, Infernal Prodigy, obviously Malicious. Gores is in here, Plague Spreader's in here, Reaper's in here, Armageddonites in here, Snowman Eater, one of my favorite cards in the format, is in here. And here we're going to be able to potentially pop off. Having that Armageddonite in our hand just gives us so much of a potential swing. The MST here checking the back row, it's Oppression, and that's awful card numero uno if you are playing a combo deck.
Against, like, the Diva Hero deck, though, like, we've seen a lot of just summon Alias, and, you know, Alias backed up with Royal Oppression. Like, how do you beat it? Right? That's big, right? Got to get the Kaya somehow. When they say Diva, what card do we mean? We were talking about Deep Sea Diva, a level 2 tuner that summons, it's a Sea Serpent, and it summons another Sea Serpent from deck, level 3 or lower.
Of course, you can get the Spine Gilman, the card that you see on Johnny's board right now, or you can get another Diva. And this is a deck that loves to get Diva off Diva.
We love those tuners. Here's the Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight's got a couple of selective dark monsters to be able to send from the deck to the graveyard.
Plagues is so good. And now we're in a position where if you're Johnny, you basically have to play around Dad for the rest of the game.
Yep, because if this Arma gets removed, that's count them 1, 2, 3. And then also it doesn't help that the Plague Spreader Zombie can remove itself from the graveyard to fix up those dark costs if things get a little bit beefy in there.
What I really like about these decks is how they're willing to play dark monsters that do modulate, that have the potential to, you know, get your opponent into a position where you've got 4 monsters in grave and they say, oh, no big deal. Then, you know, all it takes is a Miracle Fusion or a Plague Spreader Zombie and, oops, you've lost the game. We are going for plagues here. Wow. What are we doing? Goyo?
I assume maybe Goyo. I don't know why I'd want the Spine Gilman, but I don't even want one of them.
You know me. I love Spine Gilman.
I'm going to pick up the little...
We're making Jigglypuff here, for sure.
Absolutely Jigglypuff. 100%.
How do you like Jigglypuff this metagame?
I think Jigglypuff's strong, man. You hit him with the rest.
Yep.
Suddenly, it's like it's game over, right? You hit him on the right board state. There is the Goyo Guardian that we talked about. Goyo Guardian.
Wait, he's actually boarding a Gengar. Oh, my God.
Oh, no way. The Goyo Guardian's big, 2,800. Anybody that might be familiar with its current texts, Goyo Guardian states you need an Earth tuner.
That ain't true.
Nah, not true, bro. We don't play those rules. So we did pick up the Spine Gilman, 17 over 28. That's 1,100 life points.
Interested in figuring out what we're doing here. The combo deck really does make huge pushes for no reason, like hugely disadvantageous pushes like you see right here, with the understanding that if you ever draw Miracle Fusion, you just win the game. And that's maybe not true against Johnny, who has pretty much the exact same % chance of finding a blowout card like Miracle Fusion or like the one you just saw.
If this Future Fusion resolves, he could pair it with the Miracle Fusion too, and then wow, now we got now we already got the Ab-Zero, and we got another Ab-Zero on the way.
One reason I love this deck is this card right here. Ocean is so powerful.
Let's see here. What's up?
Chat's asking if we can turn it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I can turn it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys wanted to hear us that bad. How's that? Maybe you can rock with us a little louder there.
I was trying to charade my way into that one. It didn't really work out.
He was hitting me with the hand motions. I don't know what he's talking about.
Gage is not an ASL Andy.
So we got the set and then the set pass there, double set.
Oh, God.
Into another
there it is.
Diva, yeah.
That's why you would imagine we'd go for the Goyo here, is developing a Diva with a Spine Gilman on field is just disastrous.
How many Spine Gilman is Brandon on? Brandon's on 1 Spine Gilman.
Combo variant says, if I draw the Garnet, I draw it. It's no longer my problem.
All right, there's the Spine Gilman. The other one is Johnny's that we've taken.
Incredible Torrential.
Into a Torrential there.
If that's Sangan.
What is the face down?
It is another Spine Gilman. We found it.
All right, all Spine Gilmans are out of the deck.
All right, show me the miracle. That's what this deck does best. Nope.
Nope, no miracle. Draw for turn. That's 1 on Future Fusion.
God, it's so strange being in a format where Future Fusion will resolve.
Yeah, isn't it? I can't imagine. But you think of Future Fusion's errata today. Like, dang. The card is nowhere near as good as it was back then.
Oh, yeah, but it's so funny that this deck in particular, Hero Beat, is just playing it the way that it would play it back in the day. You know, you wait 2 turns. Obviously, the combo variant just sends a Malicious and a Treeborn Frog or something and just says, all right, time to make some Caiuses, time to make some Diva plays. But Johnny says, give me 2 turns, I'll find an Ab-Zero. It's like a bad Miracle Fusion. I'm in. Turns on Hero Blast. Oh, no.
Diva.
But we're out of Spined
We've used
Gilmans.
all 3.
Oh,
2
no.
from Johnny's deck, 1 from friggin' Brandon's deck. What are we pulling? Another Diva?
Yeah. You know it, baby.
That's what you got to do, right? And Johnny, like we said, he's playing a more Hero Beat version. He's not playing the Maliciouses. He's not playing any of these additional cards. So the Diva's simply just 2 Divas. That's all it is.
Brandon, be careful. You don't want to misrepresent that Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff on a board state, you know. We're getting it for 200. A fat 200. I don't know what we're doing with these cards afterwards. Do we have like a blast?
Just kind of keep them around. Maybe he was just trying to get them out of the deck.
Yeah. Make a gigantic sprite, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Full combo.
Just staring at the Gilmans. You imagine he's got something. All right, says, I actually don't have anything. Get owned.
We're right before the age of XYZs here. No gachi kentetsu. You can't make any of those bad
Thank
boys.
God, by the way.
All right, pass. Just setting another back row, it looks like. What do we got going on here from Brandon?
7 through the grave real quick. Doing the old malicious check. Nope, don't have one. You went for plagues instead. 2 cards in hand. You're not really under any pressure. You're going to take a ton of damage off the Ab-Zero, but you don't really want to develop in the face of an upcoming Ab-Zero either.
Yeah. Don't want to put anything on board. It'll just get blown away.
Yeah, the set card is something like a dimensional prison or a compulse. I think you're pretty happy from this position. Oh, we are doing something. So, specialing the Infernal Prodigy here, I guess telegraphs the last card in hand is Caius. No, we are going for Diva. Am I mistaken? There's no Malicious in the graveyard?
There's another Diva. I think we can make like an Armory Arm into a 6 maybe if that's like... We already used Goyo Guardian too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Can't push
Brio
much through
here?
with a Brio. I don't think he's got any cards in hand he's really looking to get rid of,
Could be the Mally. But then it just doesn't work, right? All right, that's going to resolve. I mean, no Torrential Tribute. Do we have the Mally? Because if so, this is the end of the game. All right, we don't. Going to go for an Armory Arm here. I think the only 4 in the format.
Yeah. Yep, there's the arm.
Johnny says, fine. I don't have an issue with that. Oh, just kidding. I do have an issue with that.
All right, I mean, trying to stop him from getting to 6. I'm curious what his thought process is.
Oh, God, you don't think... Oh, I have located the thought process.
Okay.
Wow. That explains everything. Yeah. All right, so he says, and if you're okay with it, I'll just keep comboing.
Gladly. Now we got the Plague Spreader back too, and the cool thing is Plague Spreader goes to graveyard, so we get to use the card again. Again. I'm so curious what we're making here, though. There's the Brionic.
I mean, if it is a Mally in hand, this is crazy.
Probably thinking on turn player priority if he wants to activate Brionic's effect. He is.
We are going to go for it.
What's he going to bounce back? Is he put back the future?
His Mally.
I think you put back the future fusion, right? You can't let the Ab-Zero hit here. Because you can't go for like a game shop. Maybe. Unless he sees a line I don't.
No, I don't think you can. It's frustrating with the Mally in hand because, like, opening Diva, Infernal Prodigy, Mally, you just feel like there has to be an Armory Arm, Colossal Fighter, OTK somewhere. But the way the sequencing has happened, I really don't think there was. I don't think he ever had an opportunity. So if all we're making here is, Brio Stardust, that's still fine.
Up against a board of Diva, right? Like,
yeah.
I'm not too scared of it. I think Johnny's got 1 card in hand, too.
Now, I know if it was you, we would be making Thought Ruler.
Oh,
here.
I'd always make Thought Ruler. I'm addicted to that card. Yeah, man. I don't know why, but like, there's like 2 really great options to go into for 8s. If you have OTK, you go for Colossal Fighters plus Armory Arms. But like, then there's cards like Thought Ruler, Archfiend, and Stardust Dragon. And Stardust Dragon
the
protects
200.
Oh man, 200. Boost it up, bro. Thought Ruler's just big, and also he gains life, and also he protects from targeting. There's cards like Brain Control, cards like Mind Control, even D-Prison, I think, targets, right? Or something.
D-Prison does target.
So it beats all those
Compulse,
cards.
Pretty much every card that Johnny is playing. Like, I don't think that this is the wrong decision by a long shot.
28 over 200, 2,600 life points. 33. That's what's left on Johnny's side.
I imagine we're going Brio as well. Chad asks, was the pool for Synchros back in Edison really sparse? Yes, indeed. In fact, there's only really 2 good 6-star Synchros. I think after Goyo and Brio, which I believe are both at 1 in this format, it goes down to, like, what, Iron Chain Dragon?
Yeah, Iron Chain and then, like, Gaia Saber.
Gaia Saber.
Gaia Saber's literally a vanilla. So, I mean...
Gaia Charger, the lightning. He's got 26. He out Stardust.
Right, looks like the Brio obstacled over the other Deep Sea Diva there. Summon Alias, Flip Spark, possibly.
Spark target Brio, terrible.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Johnny.
Yeah, you got it.
He's like, I need that other card to see what I can do. But staring down Thought Ruler, like I said, Thought Ruler beats Gemini Spark.
It does. It's a negate.
It is.
Chat saying I will not allow Urzequis Erasure. Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, I mean, we're doing this again. See you never.
Again, no combos in Johnny's deck. He ain't got the maliciouses. He can't dump some of the most like super potent cards that you can combo with here.
No Froji.
Yeah. So Johnny says like, hopefully I get 2 more turns. But
Send in Stratos, jeez.
Yeah.
And you have to imagine, even in a position like this where you're ahead, you know, in terms of card advantage. I mean, you're almost out of monsters in deck.
Set card, I mean, not much is going to deal with Thought Roller still.
It's got to be, what, Hero Blast? That doesn't do it.
I mean, I think, yeah.
Oh,
this has to be like
what
a
a
torrential
top
tribute.
deck.
This has to be like a torrential tribute to keep Johnny in
this deck
game.
tops like nobody's business.
Search. Could be a Mirror Force, too. I don't know. Mirror Force would be
quite strong
insane.
here. Grabbing Infernal Prodigy here. I imagine we're pretty much out of guys.
No, yeah, Johnny's like, yeah. You got
let's
this
just go
one.
next.
Let's just hit up the next game there.
And this is why these hero decks just perform and perform and perform is you get to a reduced game state, and then you've got, what, Stratos, Miracle Fusion, Future Fusion. Like, a third of your deck is just bangers. Like, automatic victory cards you can find out of nowhere.
Crazy to think that Johnny activated pre-errata Future Fusion twice. Foolish Burial 4 cards, and he still couldn't do anything with them.
Oh, we're changing to Gengar. We're going Gengar for game 2.
He's going dark mode.
We're going Ghost.
Gengar a ghost Pokemon? Is Gengar a ghost?
Are you kidding me? Yes, Gengar's a ghost.
Man,
He's the ghost.
Wrong game.
You ever play any of the Pokemon trading card games?
Not the Pokemon trading card game. I think I played one tournament that I tried to learn like in one day, and I got absolutely smacked. I was like, surely this game's simple. It's just solitaire, right?
No.
I was like, I can figure it out, and I got absolutely like decimated.
It is strange because I really think, you know, you see all the pros who unfortunately are no longer able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of the times transition to Pokemon. I think Torres did that and then won an event and just, you know, proved everyone was frauds. But it does have a lot of crossover. It hits a lot of the same buttons in my head. Just like, go, 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 go.
I mean, all I'm saying is I've activated Professor Juniper once or twice and drawn 7 cards.
Oh, man.
They're no better feeling than drawing cards. Like, it's my favorite thing in the game.
It's so funny to me that, like, when I was playing, the ban-worthy card was Lysander's trump card.
Oh, I'm familiar with that. Isn't that just like shuffles everything in?
Yeah, it's localized tornado. And it was like,
Exodus or something.
why is it broken? Well, it's because you draw your whole deck every turn anyway. So this allows you to draw your whole deck twice.
All right, let's take a look at the side decks, actually. I'm curious to see if they've got like precautions against each other here.
I will say this. Oh, I was looking at... It appears Brandon has put his side deck in his extra deck, so we'll be giving him a DQ.
Oops.
There's some funny stuff in here.
I see super polymerization in Johnny's side deck.
I am seeing it in Brandon's as well.
Okay.
That is not for Hero, to my understanding. It's actually for the Gemini deck. But
yeah, because he also has Super Alloy Beast Raptinus, which takes 2 Geminis, just soaks them up, you know, GG, right? But I guess
theoretically
it also
could come in.
Yeah, it could definitely work against the Hero matchup too.
Yep.
You know, I take your Ab-Zero, make my own Ab-Zero, and then your Ab-Zero blows my Ab-Zero up.
Brandon is playing DD Crows, which I imagine will come in. Maybe not even. Like, DD Crow's really good against the combo variant, but kind of mid against this other one. Pulling the Rug, kind of a weird card, but, you know, like, does deal with Stratos really effectively.
I also see 3 pulling the Rug in Johnny's side deck, too.
Card's like $20.
Yeah.
For a rare.
Trying to see if there's anything else super unique about these deck lists here.
Well, Jonathan is playing Caius, which is not super frequent in these like more control style builds.
He's actually playing 2 Kais, and I don't know if we'll see it. It'd be kind of hype, but he's playing a copy of Honest.
That's become very popular of late. I am hoping that it comes up.
Honest is one of those cards that if you played back in the day, you had to respect it. Sort of like Gores, right? Where you see Gores a lot. I don't think Gores is in either of these lists, though, right? Is Gores in Brandon's?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Johnny's playing way too much back row to suffice playing Gores in his list here.
3D prison, come on.
3-dimensional prison, right? Iron Wall's looking extra scary against this matchup.
We are not playing that card.
All right. Players presenting the cuts. We're going to hop into game 2 here. How we doing, chat? How's the stream going?
God, I love looking at the return from the different dimension. Man, I don't know. Good to hear.
Love to hear. All right, Brandon's gone Gengar mode. Let's see if it pays off.
What's the Gengar cry? I'm Gengar.
You're close enough, right?
They say their own name. Why not just add an I
don't know why
there?
imagine they do that for
Oh
Master
my
Roll.
God.
What would the Spine Gilman say, bro? I suck, bro.
Time to spine. Like something like that.
I love it.
Drew the Gilman L. No, that's a W. It's our monster.
It's one of two. Don't worry. We got the other one in the deck. So. One of two.
Yeah, just show me the heavy storm. You know,
yeah,
you know.
Please,
I imagine you have something.
Yeah. The road. Yeah.
You don't make a play like that unless you've got the road.
Yeah. We're not looking that silly. Oh, quarter century rare Stardust Dragon.
Absolutely incorrect. I'm sorry.
You think? Wait, what? That's not the good rarity.
No.
I think Ultimate too. I'll be a defender.
Oh
of it,
no, I don't think that.
I think this one's good.
I'm actually a defender of the CT secret. I think the CT secrets look great. Just staring, you know.
All right, let's see what it is.
Prison?
Oh, the Eater. All right, gotta force out the Mr. Stardust Dragon here. We'll take care of it. And then 17 from the Gilman, bro.
That's interesting. I wonder if we've got like a crow in hand or something.
Pass, no crow. There's the dust shoot. All right, let's see what he's got anyways.
Oh, wow.
Dark Dragon off the top. A Caius with no body.
This is a stinker.
Yeah. I don't think there's any heroes in Brandon's graveyard, too, so that Miracle Fusion just kind of sitting there.
We're staring. We are staring. Did Johnny... Oh, right. What am I talking about, Crow? That was a Starlight Road.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't come back. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Silly commentators. we know the game we play. Stardust Dragon was not properly synchro summoned. Using a tuner and a non-tuner just make it. So since it was summoned by the effect of Starlight Road, when it activates its effect to get through destruction, it actually will not come back.
I wonder what we take here.
I probably take the Caius because I think Brandon's so far away from getting 3 darks in the graveyard. You think if he tops like Armageddon Knight, he's not even there still. I think Johnny can probably control the game and like maybe win it even before the time this Dark Arm Dragon becomes a problem.
I don't know. If we don't find another monster, you know, we are not in a terrible position here. Just as simple as like finding a Stratos or like an Armageddon Knight does turn on the Miracle, which is kind of hard to deal with. If we just go 17 again, you know, Zac Efron be damned, it's probably not that big of a deal.
That's what we're doing. We're going in for another 17, 40. Is that right?
Show me the Armanite. Nope, nothing.
17. I think it's 40, 46.
Yeah. We're going again, so I don't care. Is that a monster? We're working with a monster here?
A little camera issue there. I got it. Another set back row. All right, okay. Did I miss 17 from the Spine Gilman? Did I sink another one? Or I think this is correct here. I think he's taking another one right there to poke him again.
Hey, if you're Brandon, you feel pretty good about this.
We were ragging on the Spine Gilman before, but this
He's
thing has
getting
almost done 8,000 damage.
He's
Like,
getting in. Oh my God, come on.
Surely there's nothing to deal with Gilman at this juncture here. Just send it forward again. Send it forward.
Doesn't even change the math. Says whatever, you know. Let's go.
Get in. Deep prison surely this time. Expensive. Pitch malicious, it might be okay. We might be like, all right.
Misery. If he solemns this, do you solemn him out? Probably not.
I mean, if you solemn this, you're having the hard read that Brandon does not have the heart of the cards. He will not draw
we're going
anything.
for it. Oh, we're going for book.
That doesn't protect it? Nah, that's Raigeki break. That definitely just pops a card, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Josh, tell them the face down monster still popped from Raigeki break. Unless or did he target a face down maybe? Right?
Oh, he might have targeted.
Okay,
a
never
face
mind.
down. Never mind.
Never mind. Nah, okay, yeah, I'm being a little silly. Maybe he didn't target the Gilman. That Gilman was getting in there though. Well, no, are we sure he didn't target the Gilman? Oh, no, I'm gonna go ask. I'm curious now. I need to figure out this play.
So for those of you who are unclear about what's going on exactly, Book of Moon sets a card face down, and Raigeki Break will not. Yeah, it looks like we did target the Gilman. Raigeki Break does still destroy it. It's still a legal target. Raigeki Break doesn't care.
It was.
If you need anything like that in the future, call it for me and Josh.
Well, I had to make sure what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
It actually was. Yeah, he did.
It was the Gilman.
It was the Gilman he targeted.
Uh-oh.
Oopsies. I mean,
And that's like the best draw in the deck.
That's great. No more Dark Arm Dragon to worry about, but
I wonder if you saw him this. It looked like he was like.
why would you chain book anyways? Just probably didn't remember what the cards are a little bit old. Maybe he just didn't see or didn't. Oh yeah, there goes the malicious. But I don't know. I've played a few Raigeki breaks in my life. I know it targets any card.
So
Okay, so
we do
this
have the
could-
Miracle online.
Yeah.
We've got the Snowman Eater. Does Ab-Zero require an elemental hero?
No, Ab-Zero requires any hero. Gaia requires an elemental hero specifically.
Epic.
That's come up a lot, actually, funny enough.
I think the old one, instead of saying a hero, didn't it say like elemental destiny or evil hero?
Yeah, it had them all spelt out for you. We saw
refusing to
Johnny
commit here.
Yeah, we saw Johnny in full control with just Spine Gilman here, but a little waste of a Book of Moon. We'll see if it ends up mattering.
Yeah.
It's a card. I don't know, that spent a card to literally do nothing. It could literally matter.
Another 14. I believe we've taken 28 off this.
Okay. I'll fix that up then. Oh, the prison. Okay.
Okay.
Something that Book of Moon would be is
Yeah.
dimensional prison there. So we've taken 14, 60, 66 there. On Johnny's side here. As you can see, lovely ultra dimensional prison there from Raw Yellow Mega Pack, I want to say.
Yep.
Another one of those sets where it's just like, why are they printing these old cards?
For
Nobody
me.
plays these things, but
I
now
mean,
we
for
got
what it's worth, you would never play a Raw Yellow Mega Pack Dimension Barrier when the Platinum Rare exists.
that's you personally. Grand Mole,
Ugh.
Flip Torrential. I mean,
Sure.
yeah. Brandon's still one top deck away from just making his way back into this. After losing almost 7,000 life points to a
Dusting
Spine
the new
Gilman.
one here.
Another prison. Draw. It's a gorgeous Grand Mole. Yeah, the rarities, like the old school Ultimates, I like I said before, they just really pop. They're
They
truly
do.
something different.
They do.
Sangan comes down.
What a threatening card here.
Yeah, I mean, just getting through the deep prison too. Already took care of it with the Dust Tornado. I'm going to get in there. What are you going to
Says,
do?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. 56. And the big thing is that actually really keeps Brandon in the game because it means once the Sangan's dealt with, he'll get another monster, which is what he was looking for in the first place. But let's see if Johnny can find. He's got to find another Spine Gilman, bro. That was the way he almost won before. I think he just needs the other one, surely.
God, and Johnny, it seems like he has just not found any heroes whatsoever.
Yeah. Both these decks have 3 Miracle Fusion. Oh, wait, no.
Big play.
Caius, yep.
Big play. So we didn't know that Caius that was drawn after the Dust Shoot. Could go Caius here. We'll go Sangan. I imagine Sangan's getting Diva, and that puts us in a truly horrifying position.
Mhm.
We've got the Mally live. We've got the Diva. Gonna bottomless it.
Okay.
It's fine.
There's the Deep Sea Diva. I don't know if you guys can hear in the mics in the background. We're hearing some pop-offs from the Valorant side over there.
That's actually from Edison.
Oh, yeah, definitely, definitely.
Someone just, we're going for it. That's interesting. I think the only hero in Grave is Mally. I hope there's not a Mally in Grip. Oh, no, I bet there is. The only scenario where I could see this being the play.
There's Absolute Zero.
Big man.
You want to know, I didn't realize Absolute Zero gained attack for other water monsters on the field.
Yep.
I was like, this thing's always 25. But no, I played against someone, and he was like, this thing's actually 3,500. And I was like, oh, I lose.
What if this is worth a solemn to Brandon?
To keep it alive?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's going to let it
No,
go.
he's just going to let it go.
Do we have another miracle? Is that what's going on? No. Or perhaps we do, but we don't have any other waters. Because he would have to be our hero target.
Set. Probably pass. Is that all we can do? Yeah.
Yeesh.
All right, so we're assuming we have Brandon has like a dead Mally in here.
Minecon's great.
We'll take it. And if
Ryko, question mark?
I
No,
don't
it's
know.
never Ryko.
Not in the side deck even, so it could be a Ryko. Trying to figure out things it could be actually. Maybe the Honest?
Diva.
Okay. Diva's gonna resolve. Dinah, I'm looking at Johnny's side deck and it's not Dinah either. I don't see anything in the side deck it could be that could really benefit him here. Oh, it is the Honest, yeah.
Wow, that's a
Beautiful Ghoster
Honest.
copy, yep. He said, I'll use it for a Synchro Summon. Gimme, gimme. Yeah, we got Godagon in chat here. Todagon plays too. Big fan of that guy.
Ryo.
Bryonic, Dragon of the Ice Spirit.
All right,
coming
ready?
in.
Pop both the back row. Last card is returned from the different dimension. Ready? Here it is.
Priority? Probably. Maybe. The Gilman again.
Just the one.
All right, easy. You can have that back. And then 23. Johnny's gonna take it. We're going down to 33 life points. All of a sudden, this game, which looked like a complete wash, is now suddenly winnable by Brandon. I thought he was just going to get the crap beat out of him by this Gilman the entire game, but... All right, we're going to make an 8. What do you think? Stardust or Thought Ruler? I go Thought Ruler. Always thought 100% Thought Ruler.
We've already seen like all of the cards that threaten, or that Stardust clears. No more Torrential, you know.
Future
Ooh.
Fusion. I don't think you got 2 turns there, Johnny, but...
We know that last card is Solemn.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
I don't know. That seems like a pretty risky Solemn. Though I struggle to think what deals with Thought Ruler. Like, you can't Brain Con it.
He might also see, like, maybe if I stop this here, I'm going to get life points back from Thought Ruler anyways. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to justify that, but surely this Thought Ruler can make it in for one or two more hits to win the game. We've already seen Torrential Tribute from Johnny, right? So, yep, so 28.
Now,
Yeah.
Thought Ruler has a cost associated with it, right? It's like 1,000 to negate.
Yeah, I think you pay 1,000 life points to negate something.
So maybe if you have something like a Dimensional Barrier Brain Con, you can win here.
It doesn't look like Johnny has either of those, and we're going to put him down to a very small life point here. I think his life points are correct with 500, so...
All right.
It's got to be something like Prison... No, I don't even know what takes care of this now.
Oh,
I guess we'll find out. We'll find out. Spark? Yeah, that's not going to...
Yikes.
Yeah, just shove it forward. Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
all right. Okay, we're chilling. Still in the
All right,
game.
we got
Lost the 50-50.
And Brandon's on 1450.
Oh,
He
we are
doesn't have a
one alias
monster.
away.
Dude, one normal summon, and Johnny could take this to a game 3. I think he would have slammed it down. Yeah, I was like, oh, if he had it, he would have just dropped it. Important to note that The Diva here, the Diva beat list that he's playing, light on monsters.
It is.
Brandon found something he's setting. How does he not have a monster with 500 attack?
Like, it can't be Infernal
It
Prodigy.
has to be like Plague Spreader or Zombie or something like that he's just going to set. There's
Oh,
the
no.
No, if only we saw that last turn.
Oh, disastrous.
Please be Plague Spreader.
It's
Oh,
a Reaper.
Oh, no. And then we lost the Gemini Spark, too. All right, draw. Literally, Tribute Caius target itself works here, too.
Yeah.
You're a big fan of the Spirit Reaper in general. Not only Reaper, but like a format that's built around him, right?
I used to be. Unfortunately, that format, it turns out, is a lot more solved than we had initially anticipated. I don't know what allergy 2005 and 2006 players had to Last Will, but it's legal in a lot of formats that you'd expect it isn't, and it just breaks that format in half.
With like with something we saw last game too, Rescue Cat, right?
Rescue Cat, Cyberstein. The best deck in the format, in my opinion, is like Monarch. You just tribute a guy. You go Last Will for Cyberstein, make Cyber Twin Dragon. That's the end of the game.
Someone mentioned the famous Book of Moon Spirit Reaper rolling. If you book a moon, target the Reaper, it will go face down and it will not pop itself.
Spirit Reaper checks at resolution of the card. In fact, I think the Yugi's World print of this card has the most like accurate problem-solving card text.
I wish Johnny probably wishes he had that Book of Moon still anyway.
Yeah.
He's definitely feeling it right now.
Oh gosh.
Stratos doesn't beat it. Stratos doesn't beat Alias though. It's crazy that this game has felt so lost in like so many ways, but the players are just scrapping at this point.
Oh yeah, we are swinging. I'm ready to see Hinotama.
Oh yeah, Bird, good game. All right, here we go. We got the Stratos.
God, what are we getting? Infernal? We can go special, infernal, normal, the Malian hand. All right, I guess we are. I imagine he doesn't have really any other targets.
Yeah, I could get like a. We saw one malicious, right? Like he could
Yeah,
get
there's
the
the
dead
Infernal.
now. There's the the Infernal Prodigy.
All right, passing back here it says, if you want to use Alias to attack, go ahead. One of these is probably D Prison. Well, the Gemini Spark here, telegraphing we have another monster in grip.
Yeah.
I imagine we go for like the Reaper. The new back row looks good too. Oh, we're going for the. Yeah, he says no. We don't give.
What do we got? Mind
Oh,
Crush.
that's a wow. That's an incredible card. Drawing two here. I mean, we are really just one.
Funny thing to note is Johnny hasn't seen Miracle Fusion. I was about to say it. He has
Wow.
not seen Miracle Fusion the entire
Oh, that
game.
is disastrous.
Yeah, this is going to be the card that turns it around for him.
All right, set card has to be pretty much exactly D Prison here. Even then, it'll blow up the board. This is just one of those scenarios in which Ab-Zero just looks so formidable. He looks a cut above everything else in the format. You can take it here. He's only at 25, but you go down to, what, 750? Turns off, like, Brain Con. You've already used your Mind Con. It's rough.
Important to note, Ab-Zero, for anybody unfamiliar, has a text when it leaves the field. When it leaves the field, works a little bit differently back in 2010. Cards like Compulsory or Bryonic that would put it back to the extra deck. Nowadays, it would not trigger. But back then,
Oh my God.
There's the Super Poly!
So that's fine.
It's interesting. It'll he'll take it and it'll blow up both sides of the board, right? Like, so it still equates, but
So we're going to go for Ab-Zero of our own here, and then Ab-Zero is going to trigger, and then Ab-Zero is going to trigger, and then we'll stare at each other. Johnny's got 5 cards on Brandon. Normal summoning anything here wins the game. If it's not a normal summon, it's a back row that'll contest a normal summon, so any normal summon Brandon finds is going to be pretty disastrous. We've got very few good things left.
we still got plenty of things that Johnny could draw.
Oh, that's it.
Ocean was one of them. Yeah.
That's 15. I mean, no cards in hand just says go combat, I imagine. Oh, no, we went combat to force out the super polymerization. Okay, so, I mean, we're still in a commanding position here.
Ocean will get something back from the grave.
Oh, my
the second
God.
one. Jeez.
The defensive Miracle Fusion says, I'm at 5. I'm not losing this way. Bada bing. Go. That's a beautiful Miracle, by the way.
I
One of the
agree.
greatest ultis. All right, what do we have? It's got to be not
Game
a
three.
single card.
That's what we have. That's what we have. Game 3.
That was an incredible
that was
match.
a really close one. I totally thought like it was done like 18 turns ago when Johnny was just winning with Spine Gilman.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with this deck is, like, I think the theory behind the Johnny's deck is that, theoretically, you know, you can play a long game in a way that other hero decks really can't. And, like, even if your opponent outs, like, a set 5 back row plan, all it takes is a Miracle Fusion, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, are we switching back to Jigglypuff, or do we have a third one?
We got to switch back to Jigglypuff.
There's no way we're going Gengar again. That was such a misplay. Didn't even need the Book of Moon, by the way.
Yeah, the Book of Moon really. That probably would have mattered. Maybe would have won the game earlier, but.
So this one is actually going to be pretty tight because we are at 38 minutes. So I imagine they're boarding.
I'm going to let the players know that they have a strict amount of time here. They got 7 minutes left. Josh, can you tell them they have 7 minutes?
And then it's end of phase. Remember, chat, we're not
We are
doing 0, 1, 2, 3.
End of phase, yes. We got to get these people home at a reasonable time.
If you're Brandon, you probably feel really good about this.
Oh, yeah.
Your deck has just this explosive capacity that Johnny doesn't. You're going first. Like, feels good.
Looks like the round was just called for everybody else in the tournament.
For the plebes.
Yeah, and these
The
guys
disgusting plebes.
do have an additional 6.5 minutes, 7 minutes left on the clock here. Just going to step out for a minute there. I'll cover for you guys. Both the players are going to be siding. Curious to see how this last game. I'm surprised we got to see the super polymerization. Not exactly in the great spot you want to see it. Like, it's exactly what we discussed. You know, everything just kind of gets popped. Everything just kind of trades with itself. So it is what it is. But I'm curious to see if there's anything else he can make. Looking at the players' list, we got Gaia in Johnny's list as well. Absolute zero, and that's the extent of our elemental hero pool. So, I mean, if we can take ourselves an earth monster, I don't know, a Granmole maybe or something like that, maybe we can make good use of it. On the other hand, I wonder if the Super Poly's a little more potent in Brandon's. Nope. Nope. It's the standard. You see the Ab Zeros and the Gaia. Not really anything else you can make. I'm not sure if there's any other generic elemental heroes that would actually be good. Could you imagine if Escura Dio exists back then? If Escura Dio exists back then, Super Poly would actually be insane. There's a lot of cards that you could think about from later on in the game's history where you're like, oh man, well, this card surely would be balanced in a format like Edison in 2010. But no, like, even some cards just really push the boundaries, no matter how small they would be. Oh, even pointing it out, Aki says, Future Fusion, yeah. Send any dark from the deck to the graveyard? Thanks. Thanks.
Did you enjoy that?
I did. We're going into game 3 now, though. I mean, these players have got about like 5 minutes or something like that.
Trying to find something interesting for the next round for you, chat. Not that I don't love Hero. I could cast Hero all day, and we might.
Yeah, these players have been at the. Doesn't matter, but they've been at the top tables. They've been the table 1 and 2. I was just like, they're the easiest to say, hey, get up and get in the feature match. So
Sorvent, it's going to be 5 rounds, then cut to top 4.
Cut to top 4. We got the Card Trooper, Mill 3.
I mean, really scary card to be playing in time. Oh, that's
Big malicious.
never
hit,
mind. It's
though.
actually not scary at all.
All right. Good thing you hear something like 5 minutes left on the clock, and where you would think, okay, that's in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, that's one player's turn. 5 minutes is enough to see a lot of development in this game here. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of plays come down.
Yep. I imagine both players will get at least one battle phase.
Yeah.
That's a pretty powerful opening.
Keep in mind the Card Trooper is back down to 400 little life points. He's a weenie now too. In attack position, we're gonna hold this. Yes, the Spine Gilman.
Nice, nice. In the in this position, I mean, you can just get to a really nice position. You can threaten the Card Trooper, obviously, but you can also just make Magical Android and pass. Like if you've got 4 back row that all challenge the board, and say, you know, do damage to me.
Even if he attacks in with it, he still can gain the 600 during the end phase. And then, hey, the
We're
life
going
points
Diva
are mattering.
first. That's clever. So now if we've got one card, like a, we're gonna let it happen. That's
Gets over
200.
by is it by 200?
It's what, 200 plus 300? Yeah, it's by a hundo.
By 100. Yep. Deep sea.
We are gonna get
and then we're gonna
deprisoned.
prison it. Yeah.
But we're completely fine with that if we're Johnny. I imagine that the hand contains some number of cards that contest the normal summon. says, go, you know. We might be seeing the fabled malicious and attack position here. We've got just 3 minutes left in the round. Oh,
Okay.
killer. 800 attack? That's nuts. We're going to go Mally here. Yeah. We're just trying to get in, baby.
He's going to banish the one from the deck, probably.
Yeah. Oh, God, you know what would be crazy here is Caius.
Oh, that would be nuts. Oh, my God,
would be
Caius.
nuts.
Could you imagine time called in the round? I'm in main phase 1. Tribute Caius, banish itself.
I mean, you don't even need to do that.
See ya.
Target the back. Oh, my good God.
I'll take the tuner.
This might just straight up be the end of the game.
Yep.
We're going to make a Thought Ruler, I'd imagine.
My boy.
Oh, we're going Stardust here. Said, I'm playing around Torrential. Oh, my good God.
This is a massive swing, too. Wow.
2 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah.
But this is a really good position to be in. Go Gilman, just go to battle, deal like 5,000, say, you know, main phase 2 will make, I don't know, Black Rose an attack.
Yeah. We have seen Johnny on Mirror Force. Frankly, a card that I've seen a lot of people, like E3 and stuff, discuss as not being as powerful or not being as good. But I guess Brandon's having the read that since you're on Mirror Force, you know better have it. Armory Arm.
Even Mirror Force here is not enough.
Yeah, because Stardust Dragon Protect.
Oh my good God.
Man.
Oh, we're just dead,
Yeah,
dead.
Brandon, see, and this is where we actually got to see the difference between these two players' decks, right? Johnny was playing little beats with like dudes every now and again, lots of back row.
Got 1
but
minute,
this is, like,
15
the first
seconds on the
time-
clock. All we got to do here is go combat.
Yeah, it's the first time we've gotten to see a really, really
And there it is. We're taking life points away.
How much
Oh,
is this?
no.
25, 25, 18. That's
Is this
game?
lethal?
That's
Is
lethal.
literally lethal. What's the set card? It's D Prison. Says that's fine.
That doesn't cut it.
Bada bing. Take 3. Gores me all you like, baby.
25, 18, 17.
No.
That's 6,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 45 seconds on the clock. Johnny, what do you got for us? It just
Playing
reveals
it out.
5 normal,
5
says you
dudes.
got
Yep,
it.
you got it.
Wow. Incredible. And, you know, sometimes time doesn't matter when you're playing a deck as explosive as this one. I love Diva Hero for exactly that reason.
Yeah, I'm really glad. I know you guys didn't want to see Hero again back to back, but seeing the duality of both the different types of lists, really that last game I think exemplified how cool it could be.
Yeah.
It just goes to show like all the cards are playable in the format. There's a whole bunch of things you can do and
Oh,
a
yeah.
bunch of different strategy you can take advantage of.